Right, that's the lap nearly complete. There's a couple of anglers spread around the other side and not really anyone on this side, so I'm going to stick to the swim that I've been putting the bait in and fishing. The wind's due to switch to a northeasterly, which is going to be pushing them down my end. So yeah, we're going to stick it out in there. Nearly back to the car now. I'm sweating, it's nice and hot. Hay fever is destroying me because the grass has been cut around the other side. But yeah, I'm buzzing. It's looking good for it. Weather's good. The pressure's quite high. But we're happy, we're fishing. Well, we're not fishing yet, but we will be fishing. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on. Yeah, fingers crossed we can get amongst them. There's been bait going in the swim now for, this would be the 3rd week. They should have found it by now. They should have had a bit of a feed, especially when I haven't been here. So yeah, it's looking good. I've got high hopes and confidence. Yes, that's what we've got. Right, back to the car. Gonna get the gear out, get set up, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Right, that's the short range rod out. Just gonna tie up a new rig for the middle rod or the left rod. Either one, it don't really make a difference, to be honest. He's sleeping. It is warm, but muggy warm, and you can see horrible stuff on the surface. Everything's a bit of a mess at the minute. Got a good feeling. I've got a good feeling about this session. Good feeling. Confident. I'm always sort of semi-confident. But no, I'm confident. I know the spots are decent. I feel like I've waited long enough now, so it's time for the fish to play ball. Right, rig tying time, rods out time, bit of bait out time, food in my tummy time. Time. See you soon. Just got a fish going across the surface. Nowhere near where I'm fishing, of course. Typical fashion. but, and a big but. Fish mooching in the area, so that's good. It's more than what I've seen most occasions being here, other than like the odd like head coming out or the back of a fish. So they're active. It doesn't look like it's going to specific spots. It looks like it's just cruising. So not bad. But yeah, all the rods are out. Had a bit of a nightmare with all of this stuff. Right pain in the butt. But we got there in the end. I'm just hoping the wind picks up a bit more and blows it away from me. But we'll see. It's looking good. Oh no, this isn't the only thing I saw just here. I did see a fish cruising around the island, which is good. Tis good. Tis good, yeah. Righty, chill time and food time. Just seen my first proper show since starting on this complex. So, I'm happy. Sounded like a right old whale as well. So, yeah, happy days. There's fish in the area. Fingers crossed it's only a matter of time. I'm hoping no one else saw it, because if they did, it means that someone might move next to me, and I don't want anyone next to me. Not because I don't want people next to me, if you know what I mean, but someone sets up and starts fishing next to me, the fish that are out there might disappear, or they might be preoccupied on their bait, and I don't want that. So yeah, hopefully no one sees that and moves into there. Ooh. It's just over here. So I've got one rod pointing towards that little green bush on the far margin. But like I said, I don't want someone turning up next door, potentially scaring a fish away or drawing them closer to themselves. See what happens. Oh, a lovely afternoon. Just taking Bear for a stroll. I'm going to get back, little bit more bait out, purely to try and separate the stuff on the surface so I can get a good line lay. And then we're fishing. I've seen plenty of fish out in front, just cruising, but I'm hoping when the temperature drops and it gets a bit darker, they'll get on the munch. But yeah, we're just walking in. Having a nice little stroll. Nice and cloudy today. Yeah, I'm nice and relaxed. It's good to get here early for once. Normally it's straight after work. A couple of days booked off. Try and get myself a lovely spring carp. The first carp in a long time as well. Blooming hell. It's been a while. Don't even know what they look like anymore. But yeah, we'll catch you guys when we're back in the swim after we've done the rods. It's taken me ages getting the rods out. Want to know why? Because I picked a stupid area to fish today. State of it. Floating scum everywhere. Getting a line lay was very difficult, but I had to sort of drag the line, keep it tight, let whatever's floating sort of pass over and then sink it really quick. I know my right rod's fishing decent, but the middle one and left, I'm not so sure. I don't know whether it's going to be pulled back because of this floating stuff, but it is what it is. The wind's due to pick up, so I'm hoping it will blow it away. If it's bad by the morning like this, then I might have to have a rethink of where I'm fishing. But it's starting to sort of spread all over the lake now, so we'll see how it goes. But I just need a bit of wind, blow it all away. If not, we'll just have to fish it and see how it goes. Right, I'm gonna make Bear's dinner and make my dinner and pray to Carp Jesus that the rods are fishing. It's a lot better now. Exactly what I wanted to happen. Still your odd bits coming through, just in here, but main part out there, not too bad. Through here I should be able to get enough tension in the line to pull it through it and sink it, but it should sink freely out there. Yeah, 5 o'clock this morning, absolutely belting run. So yeah, I got out, it's like yes, felt something on the end. To my surprise, I had a PB duck, caught a bloody duck. Yeah, wasn't fun. It behaved well. It weren't a tufty, it was I think a Maynard. I don't know the name of them. I don't know the name of them. But yeah, brought it in, it behaved well. Unhooked it, it was just sort of, it weren't even hooked, it was like the boom section had wrapped around and sort of just gripped onto it on its wing. Checked it over, made sure there was no sort of scratches. There was like a little slight incision, or like, you know, when you get the line and it pulls into the skin a bit. So I put some propolis on that and then sent her or he on their way. And then 10 minutes later, I mean, they flew off absolutely perfectly. 10 minutes later they've come back and they're just sort of quacking just down here. I've got a couple handfuls of boilies and just dropped them out there. It ate them and disappeared, so yeah, I'm happy it's okay. I'm also happy that I should be able to get a decent line lay on the rods now, because the bobbins are the rod, the bobbins near to the top, so that's definitely been dragged through. The left rod, bobbins been pulled up, so that's been dragged, so I don't know if that's pulled it off the spot. Right rod's okay. That one I got managed to get that out before anything even sort of drifted over. Oh. Yeah, really cloudy today. A little bit of a wind on. Wind's blowing down towards me. I have seen fish in the area yesterday. Weren't feeding though. And just seen one roll all the way over there. See that? Rings over the back there. So it might be on for it. There, leave the ducks alone, mate. Good boy. Yeah, it could be on for it. If I see more, I've seen a couple shows over there. I've seen a couple in front of me, to be honest. But I'm just going to keep an eye, because if they start kicking off over there, then it might be a move on the cards, or worst case, grab a rod, net, unhooking mat, bit of bait, and see if I can go wangle one out quickly. Those are our two mates. Actually, I believe these ones are Maynards. Well, I don't even know. If there's any duck experts out there, I'm sure you'll let me know. There's this one on the left here. I'm guessing it's a she. She's got two pimps. Well, those are her little boy toys. She heard me talking about her, so she's come to say hello. Hopefully, they've learnt a lesson not to dive on the spot, but I'm sure we all know they haven't. Anyways, waffling over. Going to wind the rods in, take Bear for a stroll, which will allow the wind to do its magic a bit more. And yeah, get back, get the rods out, feel a bit more confident, see what happens. He's so interested in what they are and what they're doing. What are they doing, boy? Hey, what the duckies doing? Good boy. No, they won't let you go see them. I think they'll run away, mate. I think you'll eat them. Wind's picking up a bit more, which is good. Seen a couple of shows, sort of all over. Whether it's carp or not, I don't know. But yeah, gotta leave it another hour or two, then redo the rods. Bit more bait out because those pellets and crumbed woolly would have broken down or been eaten by small fish or whatever by now. We'll see what happens. Yesterday's a total write-off, but yeah, feeling a bit more confident, and that's all it's about, confidence. Oh, hay fever tablet needs to kick in. God, it's killing me off this year. I go for absolutely fine, but this year it's murdering me. But yeah, that's the plan. Got to see another roll over there. Bit of a no man's land. Fishing fluoro, so I don't even know if I'll be able to get a rod over there, to be honest. And it's a bit out of order if someone turns up fishing, it's encroaching in their water, so we will not do that. If I had braid on and no one was about, as in no one fishing, I'd whack a single over there because I'd be able to hit it easy, but rules are no braid, so we'll stick to where we're fishing now and go from there. Right, just on the right rod, it's looking mega for it. A little bit of rain, nice and calm. Not as much gunk on the surface, so it's looking good. And mate, he's moved in over the opposite side down where I've been seeing him show, so fingers crossed he gets amongst them and pushes them up my way. We'll see. Yeah, right, let's get the other rods done. Just seen one hoof itself out over the middle rod spot. Luckily I'd wrapped the rod up, I was just about to put some bait out and it's gone whoosh. So I just pinged the rod over there. Didn't get it first cast, but second cast it went perfect. Oh. It was definitely a mirror. Sort of like brown with an orangey sort of tone to it. Oh, that's the best show I've seen, and close to the spot as well, so I'm well excited. Got a bit more scum that's floated in around me, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the left rod out, which is not ideal, but I know there's a fish in the area by the middle rod, and the middle and the left rod aren't too far apart, so We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna give it an hour. Hopefully the rest of this sort of drifts away. If I haven't had a bite in an hour, I'm gonna stick a little bit of bait out, a couple of spoms, because I've taken a dog for a walk and that, come back, so I've rested the swim for an hour, hour and a half. So they might have been down there munching the whole time. So yeah, it's looking good. I'm even more confident now, and I'm happy, very happy. So yeah, that's the plan. See what happens. Alright, me and Bear on another walk. The wind's just kicked up a treat, so wound the rods in, let it do its thing, blowing all that floating weed out of the way. Stuck a fair bit of bait out because there was plenty of fish rolling. Come on, boy. Yeah, so I probably saw 6 or 7 shows. Sorry, he's just about to make me spin round. Yeah, quite a lot of shows right above the spot, so they were feeding, but I have a feeling I only had one rod out, but I have a feeling the floating weed had pulled the rig away. Come on, boy, come on. So letting the wind do its magic for me. More baits out, so they hopefully will return. Rigs are going to be out as soon as I get back. Everything's all clipped up and ready. Get the rods out straight away. Maybe a spom or 2 over the top, just to try and settle the leader down or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Just a bit more confidence. And then yeah, food for myself and Bear's dinner as well. But I'm feeling mega confident for tonight. Plenty of fish about in front of me, so we'll see what happens. Right, I'm going to carry on with this little stroll. Come on, boy. Come on in. Good boy, he loves it. Absolutely loves it. Yeah, carry on with this little stroll. Get back to the swim, cook some food, get the rods out. You know the drill. And catch a carp. Lake record, 51 pound. Right, see you in a bit. Decided to make myself and the dog dinner before I got the rods out. And today on the menu of camping and cooking, we have some barbecue pork shoulder. Lovely jubbly! Right, I'm going to chow down on this, then get the rods out. Right, rods are all out. What the heck was that? Weird. Lovely jubbly, look at that. The wind has saved my session for me, to be honest. Got a big old pile of weed down here, which I've just excavated out from the... So yeah, happy days. It's looking good. Oh, my left rod. Do you know when you hit the clip, feel it down and everything just goes so perfect? That's what happened to the left rod. Oh, it was just amazing. It was, oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But yeah, middle rod took a couple of casts because the wind sort of, it's quite strange. I think I was casting too high, so the wind was taking the line quite a bit, which was odd. So I punched it nice and low, and that one went out decent in the end. Right rod, it's not even far out, so that goes out perfectly every time. So yeah, it's all good in the hood. Very confident. Just waiting for them to turn back up. If they turn back up and they're hungry and they put the rig in my mouth and they get hooked and I land it, then I've caught one. Got all crap all over my face. But yeah, you can tell I'm happy. I've seen fish showing. A few people have said like the amount of times they've been here and they haven't seen fish showing, and it's such a rare occasion, and I've had them showing over my middle rod. So if they turn back up, they're mine. They're mine. Bear's having a good time. And your boy, Bear. Boy. You want a torch? You want me to get a torch? Right there then. Yeah, the torch might be an issue, Bear. The torch might, oh no, not an issue. Sit down then. Sit down first. Sit. Sit down. Oi, sit. Good boy. Ready? Going on a really short lead. Go and get it. Bless him. I'm going to sort his lead out, let him have a little play with this, and I'll chat to you guys in a bit. Good boy. Dale, who moved into the other side, just had one. So I don't know if he's had it on a zigger off the bottom, but there's a couple rolling out in front of me, so I've stuck a zig out just in case. Not really a fan of them, but if it's working, get on it. No, I'm buzzing for him. There's plenty of fish down there, so hopefully we'll have a couple more. Hopefully I'll have one as well. Ooh, fingers crossed to see what happens. It's looking good. Look at that. Lovely jubbly. Got a zig sort of out here somewhere, but I saw one roll about 5 minutes ago here, so might have to move it, but we'll see. We shall see, we shall see. What do you reckon, Bear? You reckon we'll catch a fish? Is that what you think? You think we'll catch one? Yeah, handsome boy. Right, fishing time. I've done it, I've done it, I've done it. That in there is a lovely common off the middle rod spot. Let's get it on the mat. See you guys in a sec. Happy days. Can't complain for this one from my first one. Proper old warrior. Bit of tail missing, probably an otter. But yeah, buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. It's the other side. Gotta be quick because the light's fading. Look at that. Proper carp. Lovely times. Good morning. So I'm still buzzing my titties off. It's a quiet night last night. Bit of weeds drifted over the rods again, which isn't too much of an issue. Still happy. Just gonna try and repeat the same process today. Gonna put a longer zig out on the right rod. The sun's getting up a little bit now, so that might pay off. I'll cook some breakfast. Probably leave the rods as they are for a while. And then I got that bite just before it got dark last night. I have to check the time, I can't remember what time it was. So we'll just chill today. Probably about 2-3 o'clock, stick a bit of bait out, redo the rods, and then hopefully we can have another bite. Or is that just being greedy? Either way, we'll try and take the information from that bite time and sort of go with that and see if that's going to be the sort of bite time for that spot. Say morning, boy. Good morning. Good boy. Yeah, right, we'll keep you guys updated and we'll see you in a bit. A bit of brekkie on the go. Starting to warm up a bit now. Some barbecue pork shoulders. Just the remainder of what I had out of the pack from last night. Basically really thick bacon, so technically breakfast. Yeah, I'm going to smash this down my throat. Just put a longer zig out and it absolutely cracked down, so before I reel it in I'm going to wind it in tight, wrap it up, find out how far it is, and then investigate it in a bit with the marker rod, because it was quite deep as well, and it is an area I've seen fish showing, so might be one to fish on the deck later on. Happy days. Slowly starting to piece things together in this swim, which is good. They're off the mark as well, which is even better. So I'm happy. Right, I need to flip these over. Right, just got back from walking the pooch. Sun's definitely getting out now. It's getting really, really hot. But yeah, back in the swim. I've stuck the zig out, made it a bit longer. Found a nice clear spot. It's donked down, so I've noted that. Gonna keep the zig out most of the day, and then as soon as it starts to get a bit dark, I'm going to switch it over to a pop-up rig, stick a bit of bait out, and go from there. So it's a new spot, so happy days. Haven't put the other rods out yet, just preparing a little bit of bait. It's the mix I'm using. All small bits, crushed boilie, edge pellets, Royal Marine pellets, different sorts of powders, got different liquids in there. I just want mass attraction and get them grubbing about as much as possible. And that on the lake bed is a lot harder than there's a boilie on the floor than that to spot for the birds. So yeah, happy days. That's the mix. It's done a fish so far. Hopefully we'll do another one this evening or during the day when I decide to put the rods out. But it's really hot, I'm all red faced as you can see. Got the vents open on the old Bivaroo. But yeah, I'm gonna chill for a bit. I'm gonna tie up some fresh rigs, get the rods all clipped up, ready to go, and stick a bit of bait out. Coming up to 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna redo the rods shortly. Haven't seen anything since having that fish. Haven't seen a single thing, which is frustrating. Maybe they've moved off this wind already. Interesting, but yeah, I've had one, so it's alright. I'll put a couple more spoms out, redo the rods, see what happens. I'm going to take that zig off, fish that spot that I found earlier, bit of bait there as well. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see, we shall see. They follow the wind really quickly. They're still blowing down here, but it's a bit stronger, so maybe they're on the back of it now. Who knows? I don't. Either way, it's been a good session so far. We're home tomorrow. At what point? I don't know. Depends how it goes tonight. Right, let's get all this done and we'll see you in a bit. It's dinner time. We've got a sirloin steak, which we are going to have with some peri rice. I haven't got the rods out yet. I thought eat food, rest the swim a bit, took Bear for a walk, he's had his dinner. So yeah, it's coming up to that 7-8 o'clock period. By then I'm going to have the rods out, a bit more bait out, try and repeat yesterday. See what happens. Right, last night. Last evening, last night, last chance. Well, not really last chance, but yeah. The wind's died off a fair bit. I'll show you. Very, there's a little bit of a wind on the surface. But the question is, are they still down here? I haven't really seen anything at all. So it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight. it's about now when I got the bite yesterday, so anytime from now onwards. Yeah, got all 3 rods out in the same tactic. Little Ronnie rigs, stiff booms, pop-ups obviously, fished over small particle sort of baits, pellets, crushed boilies, liquids, powders, the lot. So I am confident. I know it works now. I know the fish feed, I know they like the bait. So yeah. Tough one. I've run out of snacks as well, so I'm a bit gutted. Love a good old snack. Some biscuits or something. Oh, I'd kill for some blooming biscuits. I love a biscuit. Yeah. He's chilling. Sorry, just woke him up a little bit there. Yeah, I've enjoyed this session. It's nice to get off the mark. And a proper old relic of a carp as well. So, yeah, buzzing. The only way is up from here. It's on my face. Yeah, grey ass probably. Yeah. Quite strange getting back into the vlogs and that. Got to try and add a bit more content in there because it's mostly just me talking and then me holding a fish, which is a bit boring for you guys. So I don't know. Excuse me. We'll try and improve them as we're going along. It's been so long since I've done them. I'm gonna have to watch from my old ones to see what the heck I even did. But yeah, gonna chill, keep watching the water. Now it's flat calm. If anything shows, even the subtle shows, it'd be dead easy to spot. So go from there. So far I saw one show, but it's not. Right, pray for me, guys. Let's hope to get another one. Right, that is it from me, people. Apologies if the car's a bit loud. Just have to get the aircon on because it is like an oven in there. Come on, bear, back in, back in. Yeah, so we're off the mark. It's good. I'm really happy with that, considering it's a rock hard lake. I know the bait works. Hey, no pun intended. I know the rigs work. I know the spots produce. Obviously, I found a new spot for my right rod as well. I know they take the zigs in here, so got a few different things in my armoury now that I can sort of come and play around with. hopefully we can keep this success going. Hopefully the next one's decent. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that there because I'm sweating my boobies off and I need to get the pooch home and get a Mackey's on the way as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.